That don't matter if you scrape it off the cement, or you peel off the tires, or you scoop it out to the grill on the truck. Just make sure you have enough to feed everybody that's coming by, okay? So today, though, we're going to do it the traditional way. We're going to cook up, or at least tell you how to cook up, a business holiday turkey burger, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to do this the way my dad had taught me to do it, and taught me one time before he got burnt up in a terrible holiday fire. Bless his Christmas soul. So, first thing you want to do is go to the grocery store, find the frozen up food section, get yourself a nice big old fat turkey, okay? Now, we'll talk about this later, but make sure when you get this turkey, you anticipate additional guests, because this is something that you cooking experience. You will get more people showing up than you anticipated. Okay? So, pick yourself out a nice big one. Now, if you're like me, you wait till the last damn second to bring the damn thing home, but you're going to cook it so it's all frozen up still. So you can froze it up, unfroze it up on the way home by just putting it in the engine compartment. There's a lot of heat in there. It'll be all nice and defrosted when you get home, but do not put it anywhere near the fan belt or the radiator fan, okay? That noise will drive you crazy all the way back home. It ain't going to hurt the turkey, it's just drive you crazy. Okay, so you got the turkey home, it's all defrosted, and it's got that sexy yellow fishnet stocking on it. You got to cut that off or it's going to burn. So you got to get yourself a tool appropriate for the job. Okay, so you cut off that sexy yellow fishnet stocking. Give it to Grandma, because she knows she saves them, because she's not feeling good when she's up dancing on Saturday night. So you put that aside. Now, next thing you're going to notice, when you pull the bag off the turkey, that the legs is all tied together. It never made a damn bit of sense to me. It ain't like turkeys can run away from me, because they ain't fast. I can catch them, I know. So the only other thing I can think of is that turkey is promiscuous. You got to find this leg together so you don't get one to anticipate the turkey. Okay, so next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut off the leg ropes. Same thing, same, won't have perfect tool. You cut your leg ropes off like that, the legs drop wide open. Okay? Now the first time you see it happen, you may not think much about it, but after about a couple hundred times you look at that, you start thinking, looking at turkey, and then think there's a what? Okay? So you got a buck-naked turkey right there in front of you. Right? All naked, vulnerable, and luscious, deep breath looking up at you. Arms and legs dropping wide open. Big old hole right there to the bed. You start looking at it like that, I know y'all thinking all same thing going. I look up on there and I think, what the hell, this turkey down and make the barber so tall, they cut off his neck and shove up turkey back. Look at that, no, the same thing I'm saying. It's just impolite and rude. So, you got to make a turkey there, you got to tenderize it, so you got to have another appropriate tool. Now, you just want to cap it. You don't want to do it like you owe your money or nothing. You'll cap it and tenderize it enough. Okay? Careful if you do this on a hardwood floor. You might need to fix these things after. Okay, so after that, you tenderize the turkey, it's time to create a delicious basin sauce. So what I recommend is like some Worcestershire sauce, a little liquid smoke, maybe a little bit of sesame oil if you want to have a slight Asian tint to it. But then you need a roux to keep it all together. So I recommend this product. This will keep it from getting overheated when you do this special class process on the soda disc. Okay?
Mobile Super.
This is Mobile Super 10W30. Yeah! That works real good. Keep everything all mixed up for you. As you mix it up in your pan, look forward to spread it on the turkey breast. So you got everything all ready to go. You got it all mixed up in there. Next thing you got to do, though, poke some holes in the turkey so that the juices can get down to the center of the meat and base it real good. So you're going to need something that's going to get to the middle. And so you're going to drive it with. Okay? Now, I'll put these two together for federal regulations prohibit you from doing it. It's a safety violation. Now, if you don't have no electricity, because you're doing this out in the back where the outhouse is or something, you can revert to an alternate method with the manual part from the Stone Age. Bam, 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 whole bunch of times, all of that turkey, get some holes in there and out of the okay? So that is how you get the holes ready for your basting salt. So if you only want to baste a little bit, you suck up some of those adhesive juices, fill it down in that hole, cram it down in there real good. If you really want to baste it up, you put the air compressor up to this thing right here. Put about 100 PSI on that thing. That's enough to pop a tire. That's enough to pop a turkey bird. That doesn't sound like that. Hound dogs from all over the neighborhood. So you jam that sucker down in there, you clip on your air compressor, then a puff of the turkey bird, and don't make you a lot bigger than it was before. Some of you gentlemen don't want to bother me. So you got everything all basted down in there. That's the inside. Okay, so now you got to do the outside. So you have to get another tool for the job. This is what you need to roll it in the basting sauce, and then delicately roll it across all the nooks and crannies of your turkey bird. Don't forget the holes. Everything all taken care of. That will make the juices adequately distributed so that you get a nice glaze on the turkey as you put it in the oven. So, my kind of stuff. Okay, so next thing is now that the turkey's all sticky, you want to put on the other seasonings, so you put some garlic powder, some onion powder, maybe some coriander or things like that. When you tie it all together with a little salt, to help make sure that it helps bring out the flavor, and also tends to tenderize the turkey some more. A little Epsom salt goes a long way. Now, you've done that all already. You don't want your sprinkled on stuff to move around too much. So a little crystal clear glaze make sure it stays right in touch. Otherwise, it all flop off down the bottom and the turkey on top. And I know what y'all going to do is hit the turkey. And then the bottom has all the spices on it. You just don't want it. So, you got all that stuff prepared. This is the part where my daddy don't know. Put up in the holiday fire. I'm going to show you how to fry a turkey bird. So first, you got to get yourself a nice big Dutch oven. Something that's a suitable cooking container for the size of the bird that you have acquired from the frozen up food section. Okay, so once you got that set up, you let it go. But before we go too much further, we need to talk about hygiene and the proper way to make sure that you don't cross-contaminate any of your utensils. Okay, very important that while you produce all this stuff, keep the hand wash, keep everything as clean as possible. Make sure that you do the most possible that $2 health department regulations put the damn dogs in here for the show. I'm sorry, who's the stuff out in here? That was your warning. Okay. So make sure, like I said, I can't emphasize enough, cleanliness is very important in preparing a fantastic holiday meal, okay? So, you got to get the bird in the bucket, okay? So that's going to be all the slippery. So the best way to do that is with an appropriate suction device, okay? So you jam it on there, any place you want, it's going to stick because that nice, music glaze on it earlier. Jam it on there, shove it on down in there, and let go. Or you can also just slide on it like that. That's not on the recipe. That's good enough. Okay. So you got the bird in the bucket. Next thing to do is add your special flash fry cooking accelerator. This will make the whole thing happen real fast. leaves it kind of dried on there nice and good. So we pour a whole bunch of this stuff on. You ain't got to be cheap. But put it on, drench it on good, man. Bring it up to the very top of the bucket. But it needs to marinate in that to really seal it in all that. So this is safe. Okay? So let it soak overnight for good 10 to 20 seconds. It also helps get down all those holes and make all the savory injected juices solidify and do what they're supposed to do. We can get it all ready to go. Now, the next important thing, and I cannot stress this enough, once you have added the turkey bird and the special class fry accelerator, do not let grandma anywhere near this bucket with her next cigar. Okay? She might get ashes on the turkey, and that would ruin the flavor. Okay? That's all we care about. No grandma, no ashes on the turkey. That would be the delicate balance of our flavors and seasonings. So, now you have that in place, you need to have a turkey bird retention device. So you put the little thing on there like that, and you wrap it down real good. Make sure that everything's nice and secure in there like that. So now it ain't going nowhere. Okay, everything's going to stay inside the bucket. Very important. After you get all that stuff in time or in place where it's supposed to go, you're going to need some help. And this is where my dad made a mistake of not doing. I'm going to tell you how to do it. You need to go fetch that asshole nosy neighbor that y'all got. Right? Everybody got an asshole nosy neighbor. Everybody look at the person to the left and to the right. And I guarantee you, one of those people also got an asshole nosy neighbor. They're all over the place. So, you get the asshole nosy neighbor on over there under the guy, and you want to give him a delicious holiday cooking turkey bird experience. But when you come over there, you're going to actually get him to not listen for you. You're going to bet him that he can't balance a lit cigarette or a lit match on top of that. Well, I do about 45 feet in the back. And you might also, if you want to wear one of these, just to make sure that none of the fumes interfere with your concentration on how to cook this delicious turkey bird. Now, as I said before, you tend to have uninvited guests for this particular cooking method. So when the fire marshal come running over to see what that huge black cloud of smoke was, I have some extra vittles for him, okay? So that's why we make sure, like I said before, that you don't get caught short-handed, but you make sure you have a hell of a big bird to serve him and all of his friends. They ain't got to worry about the asshole nosy neighbor. He's going to run home screaming, he ain't hungry no more. Okay? So that's his problem. So after this thing has completely extinguished itself, which it is prone to do, and the smoke has cleared from the neighborhood, it's time to extract the bird from the bucket. So we unhook the retention device, and then you see this cooking method has a tendency to fuse the bird and the bucket. So now that it's metal, ceramic, stainless steel, plastic, they're going to fuse, they're going to become one. Okay? But that's okay, because you can handle it. So you get yourself a little something, kind of get the two apart from one another. You might need two of these, you might need that big old mallet that I had earlier. Somehow or another, you're going to have to separate that turkey bird from what's left of the container. Okay? So after you've done that, it's assuming that this is on the ground, then you got to step back, the proper tool for extracting the bird from the bucket. So you shove it on down there, stand up to the good, and then bring it up like that and drop it on the table, right? That's the super thing around, because he's already done crap on the cross, he might eat the cookie bird too. Okay, so, near the end of our presentation here, we got the bird on the table, we got to keep it steady while you finish the preparation device. Man, wait, okay. Maybe 2 or 3 people might have to help you. Because it ain't going to be slippery no more. But it is going to be a little on the hot side. But you crank it in there real good. Make sure that's not going to go anywhere. Because you have to polish off and buff out what's left of the cooking kingdom right in front of the bird. So I reckon that it's about here. Just running it back and forth a couple times here and there. Get what's left of the bird bucket off of it. And then you only a couple seconds away from uttering those famous words that mean that you're about to sit down for a delicious holiday spectacular meal. Would you ask everybody, who wants the white meat and who wants the leg? That's all we got time for tonight's show. Well, I guess we have a turkey burger tonight. Thank you very much. Just remember, if it ain't been cooked by Cleetus, I ain't did it. Hey!